Welcome everybody to this top 10 incredible anime you never knew existed. My name is Misty Slosh Phoenix, and if you pride yourself in watching a lot of anime, I'm about to skill check your ass and I doubt you'll roll a 20 on this bad boy. I've dug, and I mean I fucking drilled within the widest database of anime I could access, leaving no stones unturned in the purpose of finding the most obscure title anime has to offer. I'm talking more hidden than Level E, the 12 Kingdom, Yakitate Japan, but of course there wouldn't be any challenge in picking an anime that's boring than that was made in 1963. So added to the rarity factor, I also aim for good shows, and let me tell you, that's a pretty Herculean task. Usually people are aware of good anime, and that makes them less rare. I tried to find the sweet spot between good and unknown. Wanna see what I could find?
そりゃまあチャンスがあれば
よし、1次会はカラオケだ。途中で俺が森崎を誘い出してやるよ。
Number 10, High's Pure. High's Pure, if I'm pronouncing that right, is an incredibly underseen story. The anime came out in 2005, but it never aired on TV, it went straight to DVD, which could explain its lack of expansion. The story is a love triangle rom-com with its fair share of drama and fanservice. In high school, Ichitaka has a crush on the most popular girl in class. After fate pairs them together for a welcoming party, they start to bond with one another, but another girl gets involved, a childhood friend Ichitaka hasn't seen in years. If you've seen and enjoy Rumbling Hearts, you'll find this one very alike to it in its love triangle shenanigans. Good for the drama, but quickly done with, so let's move on.
お前らいい加減にしろって。あれ、瀬戸くん？あれから何かいいアイデア浮かんだ？
ありきたりのことぐらいしか。
じゃあ行ってくるね。待って、お姉ちゃん。私も一緒に行く。え？だって心配だもん。姉さんも。
Number 9, Umi Monogatari. The Umi Monogatari anime is a very poorly rated show that I don't agree with at all. I think it's a fascinating story with incredible art and really deep and interesting characters. The summary of it begins with Marin and Urin. No, not Piss, the other kind. They're two sisters. Mermaids, actually? Well, maybe. They ain't got no Disney fishtails or shellbra. They definitely don't sing much and don't seem like they have gills. But they're hot chicks underwater, and goddammit, that's good enough for me. So the ladies find a ring one day, belongs to a slimy human. They gotta go give it back, find a new world with a bit of drama. I really fell in love with this anime, and if you like Nagi no Asukara, it's like having a brand new uncharted territory with the same thematic. However, one of its drawbacks is the pacing. It is very slow, so it might bore the more impatient of you all.
ひどい。はあ？やっぱり空人ってひどい。はあ？空人。みずき？ねえ、みずき？
また七草探しに行ってくれてるんじゃないのかい?
Number 8, Mokke. In 2007, this anime came out and no one really batted an eye to it. Mokke is really good, but it came out in an era where Japanese-focused folklore didn't make much of a ripple in the West. The story revolves around two sisters with supernatural abilities. One of them can see ghosts, and the other one is haunted by them. When their parents can't handle their uniqueness, they're both sent to the countryside to live with their grandparents and learn about managing their skills and live alongside the ghosts and nature alike. The anime is a melting pot of mystery, supernatural, and slice of life. If you've enjoyed Mushishi and Natsume Yujincho, this will be right up your alley. Granted, this anime doesn't hold a candle to them, but it does share a similar atmosphere, and I hope you like it as much as I did.
頭から足元へ見下ろす。
Number 7, Brigadoon. Brigadoon is a title I doubt many have heard about. The story covers the life of Marin, a little junior high girl who is all upbeat and enjoying life. One day in the sky there is killer androids that appears and starts to seek her out. She meets with an alien-like swordsman who pledged to protect her and save the planet. At the same time, Marin has to deal with family crisis, school, and the police. The story starts off being light, but it takes a drastic turn. This anime is not what it seems. It is incredibly hard to categorize as being one thing when it is so much more than that. It's a gem hidden by the mass, and for people who've seen many, it should be the piece you've been seeking cause it's damn good. I really hope you get to try it out. I loved every second of it.
瓶の中から出てきた？お待たせ。今日も元気だね。
Number 6. Figure 17. I don't quite know what it is about Figure 17 that mesmerized me so much. This anime, while only having 13 episodes, should be considered more like a 26 episodes long one. Each one is over 45 minutes, so it's like watching a tiny movie every episode. The story is about Tsubasa, a 10-year-old girl who spots a UFO crash in the forest, and when she finds it, she sees an alien in critical condition, along with a pretty ugly monster. The beast tries to take Tsubasa's life, but the alien merges with her to eliminate it, leaving Tsubasa with an identical twin of herself. I love this anime because with the new twin, Tsubasa really goes about changing her whole life, going from being a shut-in to an outgoing person. The societal commentary on this anime is outstanding, and no one knows about it. A true shame if you ask me. Number 5. Kyoran Kazoku Nikki, also known as The Diary of a Crazed Family, is probably one of the most well-known anime on this list. The show is a wild comedy, kind of like how Gintama often goes all over the place. Sometimes it's high clever humor, other times it's not so classy, but it's always following a high-paced rhythm with colorful characters. Think like Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya meets My Bride's a Mermaid, sprinkled with the atmosphere of Lucky Star. There isn't much going on plot-wise, but that doesn't mean it's not worth watching. It shares a lot of skits-like moments similar to how Nichijou does it. One of this show's core strengths is its character. Everyone is colorful and the setups fall in place without feeling forced. If you're into comedy anime, this is one you might not have seen.
納得している。だからこうして料理まで作って妻の務めを果たそうとしているのではないか。
これから死ぬんだ。コートはもういらねえだろ。
Number 4. Salty Ray. Not to be confused with Salty Ray, that's an entirely different thing. No, Salty Ray is an anime I love dearly. The story begins in a future-like dystopian city where the rich takes profits and the poor scavenge to barely scrape by. In this world, there's Roy, a bounty hunter slash bodyguard for hire who lost his family. One day he meets Salty, an android girl who lost her memory, and he finds out that she's hunted down by the security bureau. Roy takes it upon himself to protect her. The relationship Roy and Salty have reminded me a lot of The Last of Us, a game on PS3. If you're not much of a gamer, then think Wild Arms or Cowboy vs. Robots. I don't know. The anime is good, the characters are rich, and it's an anime you'll be quite invested in.
ありがとうございます。
さっさと逃げろ。
いいえ、やめれます。ってあれ闇よ。え？闇よよ。
Number 3. Sketchbook Full Colors. If on the other side you'd like something more lighthearted, I recommend you check out Sketchbook Full Colors. Not to be confused with Hidamari Sketch, it's not the same thing. Sketchbook is an Iyashike anime. Iyashike anime are what could translate to healing anime. Their purpose is to make you relax, rejuvenate, and feel good after a tough week. No stress, just sit back and soak in the comedy, the slice of life, the whole atmosphere they provide. The format is based on a 4-koma manga, which again translates to 4-panel manga, meaning it's essentially skits. There is very little linear progression, but the characters and the atmosphere won't struggle to win you over. Try it out if you're looking for something peaceful.
でも仕事中のお父さんはかっこいい。
見学会
Number 2, Kurao Phantom Memory. I gotta say, so far I've done my darndest to split up the genre, making sure everyone get a little bit of something. We had romance, adventure, slice of life, comedy, mystery, supernatural, but nothing straight up action with adult themes. Well, this is where Phantom Memory perfectly kicks in. I think people dismiss it as another generic sci-fi flick when it has so much to offer. The story happens in a future where people have colonized the moon, and where Kurao, the daughter of a scientist, after an incident finds herself sharing her body with another entity. Maybe I'm biased on this one because 2% in one body has always been a fascination of mine, but if you care as much as I did about the relationship these two characters have for one another, you just might have found that special nugget you were looking for.
片付いたわよ。
関わり合いもな
And finally, number 1, Nobunaga Concerto. I don't get it. It's almost infuriating how so few people have heard and even seen this anime. Nobunaga Concerto, while being an historical anime, is a masterpiece in itself, and with less than 30,000 people admitting to have seen it, it's just appalling. The story is about Saburo, a carefree student who suddenly finds himself caught in the past. Thanks to his striking resemblance with Oda Nobunaga, a historical famous general, they end up swapping place, and now Saburo is the one in charge. Except he knows very little about anything besides what the future has in store. It's a clever piece, and I suggest any hardcore anime fans to give it a shot. You won't regret it.
死んでもらわねばならぬ。
え、なんで
Huh? Come on, be honest. Did you know about all these anime? Did you know about even just one? Despite all the search I had to go through, I ended up pretty satisfied with the final list. Did you see any of them? Would you agree they're pretty good? I mean, if not, feel free to write in the comment section about which you thought should have been on this list instead. And if you like finding odd and unexpected anime, I recommend you check out my series called Anime of the Week. We pull anime out at random and it leads for some really interesting discussions. Maybe you'll enjoy them. If not, then whatever, insert boring outro speech, blah blah blah, like and subscribe, suck the bell stick if you want updates, and I'll see you again next week. Love ya!